Welcome to the Cat Central. You can observe them in the background of my bedroom. They're chilling. They look very cute. So, anyways, hi. Today I'm doing like a little video that is a yap video to talk about the death of influencers, or at least relatable people on the internet. If that makes sense. So, we're gonna get ready. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, just like a normal, natural-ish makeup. I don't know. But whatever, So, me, I'm in my 20s, and I grew up with the internet. As everyone knows, the internet has been around for a while. And maybe you do remember, maybe you don't, but back when being a YouTuber meant something completely different than, how things are right now. There was a certain point in time where being a YouTuber was more or less about doing things that you enjoy, and it actually seemed fun, which is a big thing that I feel like is missing from YouTube right now. And it makes me question a lot about how do I want to move forward with my own YouTube channel, for example. I feel like nowadays, being an artist is very much about business. Creating content is a business. Although there's nothing wrong with that. As a business owner myself, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. We need to make money. We do. In the world we live in, that's how it works. And I have my own opinions about that. But that's still like the way that things are. I would never ever shame someone for trying to, pay their bills. That's okay. I understand. What makes YouTube so different is Jesus, I'm getting too fired up. I don't know how to use my hands anymore. I don't need to remind you about like the Mr. Beast renaissance of YouTube, the weird overconsumption, unrealistic, unrelatable influencer apocalypse where every influencer lives in a $50,000 penthouse in New York and travels like 7 times per year and has like thousands of dollars worth of PR package of very luxurious products. We know. Where are the relatable people that make content because they make content? Where are they? They're drowned out in a sea of people that are trying to hustle and sell you an image, a product, an idea. They still exist, but it's just that you don't see them as much. You're less likely to encourage their content because whether we want to admit it or not, it's all about the reaction we have these days. That's how algorithms sort of work. We prioritize engagement, and not engagement as in what I do. I answer almost every comment. I try to have like a good contact with my community, but that's not the engagement we're talking about. Have you ever heard about the concept of rage bait? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Whether it is like the lavish, crazy lifestyles or the completely out of touch takes, I guess I could say. This is what I'm talking about. And it makes standing out a little bit hard, doesn't it? It does. But I'm not here to complain about it. I want to bring back people creating for the sake of creating, especially right now. With the uncertainty of our future, with AI, with evil billionaires that want to get rid of anything that is slightly human, I want to bring back enjoyment. I want to bring back simplicity. I want to bring back something more authentic. And I am political. The fact that a lot of these influencers that want to appear rich and opulent and so much better than all of us support political campaigns that are very problematic and says everything I need to know about them. They are not our people. and I don't want to look up to them. So, what do we do? How do we feel? I feel bad about this. I feel very frustrated about this. I feel limited in my creation. I feel like I have to trick you and lure you in my videos and do all of these crazy hacks to make you stick with me. But I don't want to do that. I never wanted to. What does it mean when the influencer dies? What is next? Well, like anything, it gets replaced. When the French Revolution happened, French people stormed the streets and they said no more with the king, no more with the royalty. Then guess what? It's the, how do I say this in English? Aristocrats that took their place. Maybe inherently it's about a system that always comes back in place again and again and again. Right now, maybe not for you and me, but a lot of people see these influencers like people they look up to, people they relate to, even if somehow we are closer to being homeless than we can ever be close to being a rich influencer in LA. But somehow there's still a lot of people that look up to them. They're inspired by these people. I believe it's because we are sold a narrative that anyone could make it. I believe it's because of the hyper individualism that your success only relies on you and you yourself. So if other people can do it, therefore you can. I am a channel that always tells you that you can, because I want to believe in you. But I would lie if I say, well, you can do everything that these people do. It takes a lot to get to an insane place of success, and it's not always a path that is morally right. And ultimately, it's important to remember, what is the price of success? I don't know. I can't tell you. But what I can say to you, it's not all perfect, and it's not all pretty. It is not. That's okay. Not everything has to be inherently pure and good. We all make tough decisions, and there's always a time where you make a decision that you should not have made. You make a mistake, you learn from it. But between you and me, the chances of either one of us ever getting this kind of lifestyle is very slim. So why do we still look up to these people? I can't tell you the answer. I don't know. I don't know. Is it because it's human nature to want to look up to someone or something, from kings and presidents and revolutionary people, leaders, gods? Is it in our nature? I don't think so. I think we look for guidance in these people. I think the influencers the influencers tell you how to live your life, how to better enjoy your life, what you should not miss on. They're a guide. They're not an icon. They're just a person that you look up to because you want to know how to do better, how to do it like them. Nothing wrong with that. There's a reason why we have so many different thought leaders around the world. People look up to someone to tell them how, why, what, who, all the big questions. Is the death of the influencer the end of this era? Probably not. But it can teach us something very valuable. That this guidance that you seek, most often than not, is found within you. And it sucks to say, because That's not what we want to hear. I want to know that someone has all the answers. I want to know that someone can just tell me exactly what to do, and I'll live this amazing life, maybe just like them. But I know it's not gonna happen. And I know it's a learned mechanism. As soon as I have a question, as soon as I have a doubt, as soon as I feel lost or like something needs to be answered, I run to the internet. I click on a video, an article, and something, some whatever. I need answers. I don't get what I want. I only get something that maybe fills a little bit of my void of feeling confused and lost, but I don't get true answers. I just get general advice. It kind of sucks. And I'm like, well, that was not helpful. It was not. It was not. Does it mean that all advice that we consume from other people is wrong? I would hope not, because then that makes all of my videos kind of pointless. I think that knowledge can be shared. I think that not just knowledge, wisdom can be shared. Practical tips can be shared. Like, most often than not, if you want to learn a skill, it's better to go to someone who has a skill to show you kind of certain tips and tricks, but ultimately, you have to do it. You have to do your part. And that's where we get lost in this house. So, I think that now more than ever, using not only critical thinking, but also individual thinking, being able to tell what is true, what is not true, what is propaganda, what aligns with our values, what aligns with our visions, and even what visions truly align with us as people, and what values do we truly nurture from our heart. Are they given to us because of our social, economic background, or are they really from us, from our soul? Now more than ever is a time to have this skill, to practice what is true, what is not true. The death of the influencer makes people question what is real, what is not real, and who to look up to. If we're lucky, maybe we'll be better free thinkers. And free thinking does not mean denying facts and evidence or other people's feelings and experiences. Free thinking is just being able to strategically analyze things and realize what is inherently true or not. We live in a world that is full of lies, and with the most recent scandals that we've witnessed, a lot of people have their faith shaken. Who do we look up to? Look up to your own wisdom first. And when I feel very, very lost, I look up to nature. We all come from the same soil. We all come from the same earth. And I trust her more than I trust some influencer. More than I trust any teacher. Even spiritual teachers and guides, I listen, I learn, but a lot of the answers that I found in my life were found with me. That's just how it is. And so, what is the future of all of this? Is there a future influencer type of deal? Probably. I mean, they're not entirely dead just yet, are they? And to certain people, I may be an influencer, which thank you for thinking that I'm that important and acknowledged. I'm not. I'm just a girl on the internet, but it's probably gonna keep happening. If it's not an influencer, it's gonna be someone else. When I was younger, before all of that, it was the celebrity cult. What celebrity uses this diet? What celebrity does? What celebrity thinks this and that? And it was like big deal. Very big deal what was happening with these celebrities. Now, again, there's also a death of the celebrity, which is very interesting. All of this reminds me of a very specific art period called, I don't know if it's the same name in English. In French, we call it rococo. It was this very extra period of art where everything was like gold and like lavish, but almost to like a crazy, unthinkable way. Like it was too much. And at this time, the people that were super mega rich commissioning this art, having fun, throwing all these crazy parties, doing crazy things, a little bit scandalous, but they were about to die. And I'm not saying that in like a dark way. It's true. After that, there was a big political movement. A lot of things happened. And it's kind of like the final feast. Right now, it's kind of what it feels like. And I cannot tell you the future. No one can tell us the future. But that's what it feels like. I think there's a rebirth of individual thinking. Not like in an ego way, but as in, what do I think? What are my values? And do they make sense? I really hope from the bottom of my heart that we can acknowledge each other's humanity and come back to our roots as community and support people as people and cherish the land on which we live on. Cherish the differences that make us us. And by differences, I don't mean differences like thinking that other people don't have the right to have rights. That's not a difference, that's oppression. I think that the death of the influencer brings a lot of questions and makes you wonder sort of what to follow next. Do we still care about trends? Do we still care about the million bajillion Temu ads? Do we still care about the $300 Shein haul? It's up to us to decide. But I hope that we can bring back creation from a heart's perspective. Not in a way that is extravagant and lavish and out of touch and almost selling you a fake reality, which is the case. A lot of influencers sell you an idea because they're not actually the way that they are in their videos. I hope that we can come back to social media being a community and about sharing ordinary things with people and finding enjoyment. I don't feel refreshed when I watch things anymore because everything feels so forced and pushed. And sometimes as a creator myself, I wonder if I'll ever find any kind of community or success because I'm not like that. With what's going on right now, I want to hold on to the hope that one day there's people that are gonna see the beauty and simplicity in something more authentic. I've been beating myself up to have some kind of strategy and do things better and put a hook and this and that and whatever, but I don't think I want to. I enjoy just sitting here and getting ready in the sun with my cats in the background and just talking for the sake of talking. Where's that simplicity? I don't know. So this is a weird video. I don't know exactly how to call it or describe it, but what I hope is that you will understand where we are going as a society and be more mindful of what content you choose to watch and consume, because a lot of stuff is happening right now and we don't need to be fed more lies, more crazy out of touch stuff. Sorry. We don't. Even for myself. I remember a time where I thought that I wanted to be like that. Me. My ultimate dream was always to be a girl in the countryside, raise enough money to start an animal sanctuary, be a small artist, whatnot. And then all this content was like, you should make a lot of money, you should do this and that. And I was like, oh, I guess I should prove that no one is immune to propaganda. And that did not feel like, it did not feel like me at all. And it completely disconnected me from my art and from my voice and from what I wanted to do. And I believe that when I truly started creating from a place that felt more safe, more authentic, that's when things kicked off for me. They really did. And I'm grateful. But all that to say, it was not me. It was not me. And by being more mindful, it helped me to be more authentic with myself and align better with my true inherent dreams that I had without feeling influenced or pressured. I still feel a lot of pressure. But I gotta remind myself that this is all not who I am and what I stand for, not only as a creative person, but also as a person. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you stayed to the end of this video, thank you. I wanted to say that I just dropped my handmade jewelry, and that's a big deal for me because I've been trying to do that for a while. So they're available. There's a couple of pieces available, I think 7. So you can check that out on my website. You can also follow me on Instagram. I also have a podcast on Spotify, which I really like my podcast. I'm my own biggest fan. Thank you. And yeah, I hope to see you around, and subscribe for more chat videos that are just kind of random like that. See you guys.